Hey. So more life lessons to share. Easter weekend was busy, but it reminded me that, you know, there's devils everywhere. And the devil wears many suits, many hats, many faces. And when you're in a point in your life where you're desperate, which would be me at the moment, things are dwindling. I've gone through this, don't need my drama. But you get to a point where you think good things are coming your way and you're like, oh, this is it. Well, don't forget there's tests to see if you got it. And I get it a little bit more, just a little bit more. But I went to go do certain things, and once again, it was Spirit going, nope, go share this message. So, like I said, just a quick reminder that devils are everywhere. And if you're on a path to helping the world become a better place, or turning your life around, or, whatever it is, I keep meeting people who have recovering from drugs, but they haven't recovered. So, I myself don't play with those hardcore drugs because I have kids that I need to take care of, and life is worth more than just always being high. So, you meet these people and you don't realize they're wasting your time until the time has passed. It's hindsight's 2020, right? So when it comes down to it, just be cautious. And in the situation that I'm in, just myself and my kids, life gets lonely, right? And we just want someone to talk to. And all the people that were coming around were easy to be like, no, I can't even be around you because you can't hold a conversation, or you're high, or whatever it is. But so you level up just a little bit, and then that one person comes in that can communicate, that is intellectual, that seems down and out on their luck. But in the end, the devil just changed his suit. So having to learn a little further of, protect my energy. Don't feed into negativity. Don't waste time out of boredom, or pacify those things that are coming back up from childhood. And these are all lessons. And as hard as they are, they're worth learning. And one thing I've realized with my kids, I can see their bones growing. I can see them growing, right? And it hurts. Their bodies hurt. And it made me realize that spiritual growth is like that. It's painful. And difference is, nobody really can see the change. They notice that you change, but they don't necessarily see the progress to it. So a lot of people will look and be like, oh, you don't deserve this, or you don't deserve that, not understanding that you're working in the background, that you're fixing old wounds, you're stitching in patches, whatever it is, but healing is not easy. So I'm always here for everybody that's on their path to a greater good. And I've had to learn that if you aren't going to benefit my life, as arrogant as this sounds, you don't need to be in my life. So funny when you come to those conclusions. The sidewalk that was hopping over the weekend, all the devils went back to their rooms, and they're not sitting outside sun up to sundown anymore. It's almost like their job is done. And yesterday was a time of resurrection, right? New beginnings, death to the old ways. And I see that. It's funny. It took a full moon and Easter to put me back in alignment on this path. But I know everything's happening for a reason, and I know that there's divine timing, and that concept of divine intervention is when the blessings just pop into your life. So it's hard to wait, especially when the clock is ticking and the money's draining. And I can't say the hope is fading because, like I said, there's blessings, there's miracles, they're everywhere. And a lot of times I feel like these videos are for me. It's like everything I've ever written. I go back and read it and I'm like, damn, that's good. I need to take that advice. And like I said, hindsight's 2020. So when it comes down to it, just don't get lost in the muck of life. And last night I was talking to a lady down the way, older lady, 70 something years old, and she said, this place is something else. And I said, yeah, it's the devil's cesspool. Her whole demeanor changed. And you talk about calling a devil out. I did. and she went to attacking in a way with her words, of course not physically, but trying to tear me down. And I just had to leave her with kind words of, I thought you were a sweet old lady, but I see who you are. And it's how you have to talk to the devils that are around you. You have to remind them you know who they are. Because like I told you, they wear different suits, different hats, different faces. So don't ever think that just because someone looks sweet and innocent that they are. Don't believe that just because their history, their past is good means that they're currently that person, because people change. And especially when you have a story to hold on to of your successes, how you've helped people, how you've been beneficial to society, and you're just down on your luck, it doesn't mean that person's telling you the truth. But only thing that helps is time will tell, right? And a lot of times you just have to listen to what they say, their actions, and understand if they're playing you for a fool. And a lot of people will play you for a fool, especially if you are understanding, caring, kind. They're here a lot of times to trip you up because they can't get on the good foot. So, not to say this is everybody. I'd say 1 in a million aren't bad. But there's a lot of tricksters, there's a lot of liars, there's a lot of thieves. And the opportunity that I was having coming to me about the property and stuff, I had prayed on it and asked for clarity, and I wanted the truth. And I will tell you, within not even a day, the truth started popping up. And it's hard to stomach it sometimes, that we can feed in to those lies that people tell us. But if you catch them lying, take pride in that. Understand that you're growing. You're starting to see past the illusions that keep you stuck in the muck. So just keep using your thought, your intuition, your mind, pray, and be patient. And like I said, the answers don't always take that long to come. It's how long does it take us to accept the answer. And sorry, there's someone next to me in their car. You just have to learn to accept it no matter how desperate you feel. Desperation's not going to make the situation go from negative to positive or in your favor. So just remember that you're here for you, and very seldom do we get others to solve our problems for us, and it takes courage to go to people that haven't helped you before and say, hey, I need help. And if you're in a right place in your life, if you're trying to build yourself up and not still going on that path of self-destruction or illusion, you'll find the help comes. And there's still going to be work you have to do to obtain that help. But just that little inkling of knowing somebody will help you, somebody is there for you, helps you to be less depressed, emotional, lost in a way. So still a lot of work to be done on my end and in the world, honestly. And if you don't think you have work to do, you are greatly lying to yourself, and there's really no point in talking to you. You're living up life, right? So enjoy it however you make it, whatever you want from it. If you want to stay in a toxic cycle and keep going round and down, have at it. If you want to start trying to learn the lessons and move it on up, then get to work. So that was just a quick little check-in, little message. Talk to everybody later. Peace, love, and light, and have a great day.